Yo, yo, yo. Just working on testing a few things. There's a few questions and comments I've gotten in on some of the live looping videos I've done. So I wanted to go in and try a couple things out. Um, I suspect that I've probably covered some of these things a little bit in the past, but mostly what I want to try is seeing if there's a few ways to help streamline some of the process. Because I had some people that were asking, like, "Hey, how do you how do you record perfect loops, or how do you take a loop and make it into a perfect loop?" And all of it gets like super mathy and complicated. But I want to try and get the math out of it and just figure out like a couple processes I can help suggest. But clicking around, trying to get stuff set up and going here. I need to go grab some water real quick or something too. I think I got some right behind me. What else do I need to do here? Clickety clickety. All right. So, what I was thinking, the reason why I grabbed the OPXY here is I was thinking I can go create some of the things that I expect are problems people are having recording stuff. Because I know I've kind of done like the lazy answer. It's like, here's like a couple things and figure it out for yourself. But we can do better than that. So let's go new. And I'm not going to be super concerned about what we've got for sounds here. Like a slight wobble. I wonder if maybe my desk isn't flat. Let's go for something boring. Go turn this into every fourth, and yeah, so like this will obviously like this because we got a note on the one. Super easy to record a perfect loop on this. Where I want to go is let's do like some bass that's off time. I don't even care what scale I'm in at the moment. Maybe I should care. Let's go dial something in. D sharp Dorian looks easy enough to do. Okay. So the intent here would be to go not start on the one for the bass here. Whoop. All right, so like this is like a typical problem that we've got at least created is I can now mute this. Let's just go start doing MIDI. We'll get TRS MIDI to MIDI and go out to in. So what we want, I think, is I guess the thing I'm trying to remember is man, losing my voice. Count in. Just wait until it's not going to wait until that MIDI event. All right. And the resample's going to actually we could probably do pattern mode. There might be a way to use pattern mode to do this. With resample. Okay. So we just got the kicks. That's, as I said, that's the easy one because you just go count and wait. But we want, let's go pattern mode. I want to record a pattern. And we just want a single event here. I think we have to just record something. I don't think it doesn't matter. All right. The length needs to be, because resample is going to take the length of whatever we're playing here. Let's just exit out. Okay. We've got the pattern. I've got the double trigger, so we can go see if this does what I want, which is now, this is the thing, the question. If we queue up with resample, we've got this queued up, this starts playing, okay. We don't have ext source on, which is fine. We can trigger that. And then we record. So the trick is just getting the right steps in order here. So back to resample. Oh, cue this up. It has to be, I think this has to be queued, so it will trigger when, if we've queued up this to play, when we get the external sequencer event, it will, I think we can get the magic to work. Let's even just see. If we go resample, pick a pad. Maybe we don't even need to do the pattern. As I said, just trying to figure this out and get it as simple as possible. Resample here. Press a pad to start. Okay. Do we have external tempo sync? Yes. So with that then, resample. This is 4 bars. Record here. Just start playing. Yeah, this will be easier to explain. Okay. So with that, the question is it starting because it's getting the event? I think it's just getting the trigger then. Let's turn that on and that off. All right. So if we go, I do a resample again, another one. It does start immediately. I think this will work. So now we've got, I'll just pad link it. Yeah. This will make it super easy to export stuff from anything that's got a sequencer on it, I think. Because, I mean, it sounds the same. Turn gate off. They'll stay in sync. I could even use the looper to, yeah, I could probably use the looper to do some stuff too and keep it in sync. Let's go load up that other track I had going, like that kind of drum and bass thing. Let's go shift here. This is the one, load. So if I want to get this transferred over, this should be pretty, I think all of these they're mostly 4-bar loops. So we mute out everything except for one track. We're clipping a little bit. All right. Resample. Do the pad. What mode are we in? We're just in off. Okay. Dial in 4 or 175 BPM. Easy. Mute, unmute, resample. Now this one's a little bit different because it's not, everything's starting on the 1, but since it's using the transport controls, I wonder if that's an 8 bar. Because it's got that carryover, it's not going to be perfect, but whatever. I'm not worried about it at the moment. Resample. And we can switch this to ext in to get this to work as well. So I think there's, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't, maybe I've done videos on this and just hadn't been paying attention to what I've been saying. That's the problem. You do too many videos. So this isn't going to be a perfect match, but it's pretty close to what we've got going. Like some of the reverbs aren't going to carry over, so you might technically need to record twice as long. But this I think is an 8 bar. Yeah. So we delete that. That one's definitely 8. Go back to resample, go to 8 measures. Unfortunately, PadLink doesn't let us link more than 4 pads, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. So let's see how this sounds. What we need to do now, let's delete that. Go back to record. And we have 2 options. Probably the easier one is to actually go through all these and switch them right now just to one-shot mode. All right, with that, I can then just hit the trigger, and when we actually should loop, it won't matter if it's 2 bars or 4 bars or anything else for this pattern, and I don't have to worry about the length. This is the OPXY. The OP1 is right behind it, just off camera. So got the OP1 as well. The OPXY's got a very good sequencer on it. I mean, there's still bugs with it they're working out, but you get basically this row here's a timeline, like a XOX style ability to program stuff in. I don't need metronome here. So let's just hit record and we'll go through each of these. So get this moved over. In exit pattern mode, I can go shift, reverse, remain. And we can now pretty quickly play this. And the patterns match over here. So, I mean, I could technically use both of them together to do muting and unmuting. I think we'll exit out. So if I go cue this up, I'm not gonna, we could use the drums here so we get the full sound of them. Shift, reverse, remain, mute these two. Did we lose? There we go. So I'm not using these drums at the moment. Okay, we can hear it. That was lit. I thought it was lit up. Oh, did I accidentally pad mute it? Is that what I did? All right, let's go. All these little goofy things to keep in mind. Shift, reverse, remain. We'll mute these two. Have those two play. So, I mean, I could from here. I'd have to practice getting quicker at this. Just practice, but I could, let's see, go into sequence, create a new drum. Actually, I already have a drum track here. Let's go delete that one. We can switch over and unmute. So I could, let's say I want to record this. What's the easiest way? Because if I go do record now, it's just going to get us into pattern record. Don't care. So I'm probably forced into the looper. I could send a MIDI event. What is it, 80 or 88? I think it's 80. To turn it on, but it gets very finicky. That was not it. BPM's wrong. Why does it think? Because I want to do 4, but it needs to have the right BPM. BPM's super jittery, but how do we get out of BPM jail here? Shift, tap tempo. It says ext sync. I think the mistake I made, let's, darn it. I'm just going I'm switching between skip back and looper and trying to see if this will resync it. So now we can set the measure that we want correctly. We've still got our mutes. Cue that up. Mutes carried over. Where is it? Okay, Okay, ext source knows the BPM is correct. I just don't believe 5.5 seconds here. I'm going to disconnect this for a second. I need to find out where the heck it's getting this tap tempo value from. Bank A. That's probably where it's just picking it up. Oh my gosh. Well, if we go put 175, I'm pretty sure I can get this to 175. Yeah. All right. If I've set it to 175, I can get this to work. I don't know if switching it to project's going to fix it, but let's find out. All right. Q, shift reverse. We'll just mute this. We'll just leave that playing. So we're in sync. We want to record the loop. I'm not... Right now it's only going to start recording when I trigger. I don't... Yeah. Now we're getting the phasing, so I need to mute here because we do have it now. We're overdubbing. Not what I want. Okay, we got to do that again. We do have the BPM correct, but we had to force it because apparently Looper is not taking external. We're still queued up. Record wait if we don't have anything playing. Fine. But once we get into playing, this is a problem. I don't want this to go into overdub immediately after either. Why? Oh, maybe I accidentally tapped resample. It sounds like half 180. Record, wait. This doesn't really get us anywhere if we're trying to do this live because this is just easier to do. All right. At least without overdub on, it works. But my concern is you got to hit the record button at the right time to get it triggered again. Or we have to program the OPXY to send the MIDI CC to turn it on. At least from here I can go copy, export it. We can turn it off, delete it. So part of this is easier if you're doing this offline, but I think doing this real time is just tough. Because what I probably would want to do for all of this would be go back into record. Oh, we want to be in record, go to TRREC again. What I would probably want to do is get every pad to have a start trigger. Then I have to remember when I export, I have to turn gate mode on, stuff like this. It's going to be a shift gate to turn that on. Let's try it again. Apparently you can't delete notes while they're playing. Let's just try this again. I think there's a way to get this to work. Stop here. We'll go back to the scenario where we're playing. Oh, I disconnected it. Huh. That would be why that part's not working. So we want to be able to come in here. I mean, I just hit it, I guess, and then hope I time it right. If I mute here, we don't get the phasing. We've got the drums recorded. I can then copy to here. For here, it would be shift gate. I can hear it clicking. I don't think that's in time. So I can hear it flanging. That's probably an artifact of pushing record. So, I mean, obviously you'd have to be fast. You have to hit the record to delete out what you've got going. This still feels like a giant mess. Oh, and we recorded the mix. That's not going to help any. And we're now stuck with this. What do you do if you're stuck with it? I guess it would be go pitch and speed. Although I don't know what I just turned down. Oh, 4. Okay. So that's like the only way you can kill that if you're trying to stay in a live loop mode. All right, let's just kill this over again. Let's try again. I don't like that the consistency of the looper depends on your timing. You can certainly get better with practice, but okay. The OP1 for scene stars, because I don't know what that means, but I'll have to look it up. How do we do this? Well, get into Mark. It can't be on mix. If we're going to do this, it can't be on mix. It has to be ext in. Guess you can't do mutes from, oh man, looper. We can build a trigger. Which is maybe what we got to do. Let's stop it for a second. So if I go to the MIDI track, we need to go shift and set up CV. As I said, I think it's 80. Man, that text is so tiny. Okay, that's 80. So we basically need a step that we go 127. That should send a record. The problem's going to be it's going to send a record to stop in 1 bar. So we need to make this 4 bars long. I don't know. Let's just see if It's going to be weird. It's going to kind of keep flipping in and out, I think. But let's just try. Back here, track 1's unmuted. Get back into loop. We should even find out if looper, we can do this to looper while it's not doing anything. So it didn't send the message, or I picked the wrong one. Let's see. Start and stop is 88, not 80. All right, we're gonna go back here, page 2, shift 88. I just stopped it manually, but I would have figured we'd get that back. Delete. Then you gotta mute it. Stop. All right. Oh, why did it not stop? Okay, does it work? Stop playing. Okay. This is gonna be so hard to explain. Maybe I have to write this down and make a blog post or something, because I feel like this part gets goofy. So we want to mute this at the end, just to make sure we don't carry over. You don't. I guess like you want to do it like the 1-1. So I've muted here. We're playing here. We can copy this out. Good enough time to cue this or set it there. Stop playing. Why didn't this trigger? I guess I had to have it selected. So now we would want to empty the looper. What I wanted to do is keep kind of triggering so we have an opportunity to add more to it from time to time. But this isn't doing quite what I want. Like, it'll start recording on the first pass. Oh, I wonder if we need to have a second command to set it back down low. Let's just check. Because it might just be that it's stuck at 127. Go to this. Doop, 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 doop. So set it high, then set it low. There we go. Now it's in record wait. Now it's empty. So it's toggling, but not starting to record. What are we missing? CC86 reset. Do we need to go to bar 4? It's like it's resetting it, which is not quite what we want. I don't know if anybody else out there has any suggestions or has gotten this working, but I feel like I'm close, but not quite there. And I don't want to have to use extra channels to do this. I feel like I had this doing this before with the Dirty Wave M8 as well. What did I do? Is it just because we're on weight? Count in. I'm forgetting something. Well, let's unmute. Let's we'll unmute 8. So when there's an audio signal, it starts recording. That's not really what we want. Because I want it to be able to record silence if we need it. So let's stop it. We'll delete. We'll just empty it. Next time it goes through, it's gonna kill it. Delete. I think the auto trigger needs to be off for this to work. So we should have just recorded a bunch of silence. And then you have the 4 bars to come back in and export it if you want. Because it's just gonna keep switching between playing and stopping now. So if I wanted to record something new, I could. It'd help to be in time. So I'd stop playing it, which means if I wanted this to, if I liked it, which it was like not that great. Now, so it's going to play it. I have the chance to copy it. If I select it, no, I don't think I can do this while I'm here. Actually, let's try. we select it with enter, so we should just be triggering it, and then shift gate. Let's see if this will start playing. Okay, we get that. It's not terrible. Then we basically just have to keep in mind that anytime it's going to record either whatever's playing or silence. So if we get like a silent loop in here, we don't really care. We can just end it, stop it. Because we hit the end, it stopped. I could technically probably mute this track, so it shouldn't send CCs, so if we wanted to, we have a little bit of a way to keep that going, I think. Oh, I didn't mute it. Let's see. Okay, that'll keep it going. So we stopped it. Copy out. Ooh. That was weird. We're now out of sync. I think. Are we? Okay, that one's just a problem of tap it, tap that. That'll get it on the re-trigger. So again, copy. I didn't delete it from the buffer fast enough, so we get a little bit of phasing. Yeah, I can. If I'm not trying to think, talk, and do this, I could see getting this to work. And then I can still. I can't be in looper to do shift, reverse, pad mutes. No, I think I can do a video on this at least. I'll probably drop it a little bit here. We should see if we can play something into the looper while we're not in the looper. So, I'm gonna delete this. Let's get out of looper and just see. It went in. Okay. So to export it, obviously we can't be in there, but it does at least take the signal and record. I feel like it's a little too much juggling on one device over here, but it's working. So because we prepared stuff, I can come over here, copy it out. Toggling the stop is annoying. How do we automate that? So I wanted to start recording in time, but I wanted to not keep starting and stopping. That's probably something I'd have to do fancy either on the M8 or I wonder if we can program in a track mute. I don't know, it's all fiddly, which is what the annoying part is. That's not working. Well, folks, I think I'm going to take some of this that I was just going over and try and make a much shorter video than just goofing around on the live stream here. I think there's a few things that I'm sure some of the stuff I've done videos in the past and just forgot, but I'll get some of the stuff going over how to get some of these things to work, recording in from an external sequencer. Some of the things that do seem to work recording in with the looper, and exporting and all that, just to try and help streamline it. I think it works. It's not perfect, but it's certainly doable. Probably too much of a drop. Because I can imagine if you can do it, you could probably record loops and stuff from bank to bank to bank and just kind of keep moving through different like song ideas. I think it's doable. Anyway, guys, I'm going to drop. I got to go take care of a bunch of stuff and say thanks for stopping by. Keep making music. Keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good.